usually, when I start clicker training with a horse, he doesn't know where my hand is. He doesn't realize that I'm like reaching my hand out with the food.
Yeah.
So I have to show him that, oh, there's a hand out there. There you go. So usually I like to start with just shaping something. So I'll observe their behavior. That's a really nice behavior, putting their head down. And I'll just start grabbing something, whatever they offer naturally. So this isn't what I want, but that's really good. We like the head down. Don't want them mugging me. No, mugging's not allowed. Head down's good. So some horses will just kind of bring their heads to center, and I'll click for that. So they're standing in this position here, nice and neutral. Some horses will put their head down. Some horses will start to back up. So anything that they offer is what I'll start clicking for. So I'm not teaching them anything new, especially for somebody who doesn't know about clicker training, because then they're trying to learn and they're trying to teach the horse.
That's what stopped me the first time. I got a couple of books and I was like, I don't even fucking know.
Right, they're trying to teach the horse something new when they don't really know what they're doing either. So the first thing I like to go over is just picking something. Just observe your horse and choose something that you like, and start clicking for that. Because then you get the timing right and you get your food delivery mechanics right. So when you feed, you always want to think about where you want your horse's head to be, not necessarily where it is, because you saw I clicked and then he brought his head over to my body.
Yeah.
So the friendlier the horse, of course, the faster they're going to become a muggy pain in the you-know-what. Yeah, and they're going to be in your pockets and on top of you and totally obnoxious. So you want to be aware when you're feeding that you're not encouraging that behavior. So every time I click, I'm feeding him out here. I want his head to be square between his shoulders in that nice neutral position. So eventually that becomes a default position and they just wait with their head out there. Or he's probably going to offer dropping his head again in a minute, because that's what worked a few times before. What are you trying to get? Oh, no, you don't. What are you doing? Oh, you're so hungry. There it goes. Okay. So you can see he doesn't know what the click means yet.
Yeah.
Because if he did, he would have brought his head right back up to get the food. Good boy. Now he's like, wait a second. Did that just happen?
There's a method, it's not just random.
Yeah. See him try?
Yep.
So that time he kind of put his head down a little and then came right back up to look to see. So he's going to start to get it now. There, now he's got it. Do you see his head come right back up at the click? So now he's got, if I put my head down, then there's a click, and then I get reinforced. You can see he's going to really start doing it on purpose now. Head goes right back down. If his head was going down to look for food on the floor, he'd start wiggling his lips in the grass. And you watch, he's not doing that. That was a half of head down. See what he can get. What are you doing? Oh, good boy. So in order to develop this further, I have a couple of options. So some horses, they'll start bobbing their head, which gets really annoying really quickly. So if I want to keep his head down longer, he's actually not a really good example of this because he's not doing the head bobbing, so he'll keep his head down. I just delay my click just a tiny bit more so he stays down a little bit longer. Or if he's really struggling and bobbing his head up and down, what I can do is when he puts his head down and I click for it, I can feed him down here. And before he brings his head back up, I'm going to click again while his head's still down here and immediately reinforce him down here again. So you see how his head's staying down? Good boy. how he's not picking his head back up
Yeah.
at all? Good. All right, so now that he's offering the head down consistently, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cue right before he does it. Low. Good boy. So he doesn't know the cue. He's just going by low, what he was going to do anyway. So it looks like he already got it, but he doesn't have it yet. Low. Hey. So now it's cue, behavior, quick, reinforce. Low. Good.